Live, we are live.
Mr. James is feeling himself because the Celtics won one game, and he's just full of energy today. If they win the second game tonight, he won't be able to come into the studio. He's going to be bursting at the seams. But you know what? I'd like to see that happen because they do play tonight. The Celtics play Game 5 tonight. See what happens. Down 3-1. Are we going to have another Boston miracle like what the Red Sox did?
You know what? The thing about it, the pressure's on Miami.
Yeah.
If the Celtics lose this game, guess what? They were down. They gave it a shot. Done deal. But if Miami loses this game,
this game, it's gonna get a little bit antsy. They're down Gabe Vincent too, because Gabe Vincent rolled his ankle issues. He's out. He's not playing tonight. So that's a spark plug that's down. And they won't have to worry about him just dicing him, and he was dicing him up a lot of times.
God.
Yeah.
God. Vincent, Robinson. They was doing the thing, man.
Well, it won't be Vincent doing it tonight. Victor Oladipo ain't coming off that bench either.
And I see that when the Celtics play good defense, it startles their passing lanes.
Right.
So it makes them look like they're throwing bad passes. They're really not. It's just the Celtics are playing good defense.
Jumping in there, getting those passes. These guys are used to everything going that way for 3 games.
That's it. They shut them lanes down. Like even with Butler, they shut that lane down his throw and they double him perfectly. He can't even get rid of the ball no more.
Oh my gosh, this sounds like poetry in motion. This sounds like a steak that's cooked just right. The heat is just waiting to be eaten.
Well, like I said, it's up to them to win or lose. Let's go.
Let's get it done. All right, Mr. James, you have the call.
All right, if you want to
Celtics
check
against the Heat in the very last game, in which the Celtics finally won.
Celtics came back home. Heat came back to Boston. They got some clam chowder, and the chowder weighed them down.
The Heat? Yeah, well, it could happen.
The Heat lost. Celtics won 116-99. Let's check out the particulars. Kevin Love, 12 minutes, 2 of 6 shooting for a big 6 points. Jimmy Butler, 39 minutes, 9 of 21, 1 for 4 from the 3-point, 10 of 12 from the foul line for 29 points. Adebayo, Mr. Bam Adebayo.
Bam.
Very, very successful the last 3 games. Played 35 minutes, 4 of 7, shooting for a big 10 points. Mr. Gabe Vincent, who will not be playing tonight because he rolled his ankle on the last game.
Will not be down for the game.
28 minutes, 5 of 10 shooting for a big 17 points. Then we have Mr. Max Strus, 36 minutes, 4 of 9 shooting for a big 9 points.
We have to wonder who they're going to throw in there.
Caleb Martin.
Not the starting guy.
Caleb Martin will probably come in. He did 35 minutes for 16 points.
Filling it up.
And Robinson gave him 2. Zeller gave him 5. Kyle Lowry, 28 minutes for a big 5 points.
He'll get some time tonight. I guarantee you Kyle's going to fill it up tonight.
Yeah, he'll fill it. Between him and Robinson. No, him and Martin.
Yeah.
Him and Martin. Khalid Martin. And that did it. 99 points for Miami.
Poor Miami. Well, they were so close. They were so close. They could have finished this. Now anything could happen. Caleb, what's his name? Troy Vincent pulled his muscle there, rolled his ankle. Somebody else could pull a muscle, and next thing you know, the Celtics would be knocking on that door. They'll be back down there in Miami. Coming on Saturday or Sunday. It could get ugly quick.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Let's see. Jason Tatum, 42 minutes, 14 for 22 shooting, 4 of 9 3-point land. He didn't go to the foul line much. He got 1 for 2.
That's it.
The foul line gave him 33 points.
Woo, they wanted Miami to win this game, and the Celtics still took it.
He should have got more calls, but at least he didn't stop trying to get the calls. You know what I'm saying? He kept playing.
Yeah.
Al Horford, 25 minutes, 4 for 7 from the field goal. He had 3 of 6 3-pointers, 1 for 2 from the foul line. He didn't go there much either. 12 points.
Yeah,
Got to get to the foul line, fellas.
You got to get to the foul line now.
Marcus Smart, 35 minutes, 4 of 11 shooting, 3 of 9 3-pointers, no foul shots. Big 11 points. Derek White, 27 minutes, 5 for 10 shooting, 3 of 7 on a 3-point. He had 3 of 3 at the foul line.
Oh, at least he went to the line.
16 points.
There you go.
Jaylen Brown, 37 minutes, 7 of 16 shooting. He hit 1 for 5 from 3-point land. He had 2 of his foul shots. Come on, Jaylen. You got to hit your foul shots. 17 points for Jaylen. Let's see. Grant Williams came off the bench, 29 minutes, 4 of 7. Woo. Gave him 14 points.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Robert Williams came off the bench, gave him 22 minutes, 33 of 5 shooting. He gave him 7 points. Brogdon, I don't know what's going on with him.
They said he has
17 minutes, 1 for 5.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, they said.
Going on with him.
Yeah.
He gave him 2. Pritchard gave him 4, but it was enough to win 116. We got to go to that foul line more, though. We got to hit our foul shots, fellas. So that means you got to get in the paint and drive more.
Well, let's see.
Got to drive more. Can't depend on the threes.
They were 12 for 18 in the foul shooting department. And woo, yeah, they were slanting it to Miami, and Miami still got beat. Miami got the push to make the sweep because they didn't want Denver hanging out there for so long. So they tried to get Miami to push. They gave them 28 free throws. They gave Miami 28 free throws to the Celtics 18, and Miami still got slapped around. So this is going to be interesting tonight. Because we've noted when the NBA gives you the push, they want you to win. When you lose, they kind of look around like, why are we doing this if you can't get the job done?
See, they truly overlooked a lot of fouls on the Celtics. And usually the Celtics fall right into that plan and start complaining, and the game slows down. The only thing different is that game is they continue to push. They continue to push. They stopped complaining as much. They did some, but not as much, and they kept pushing it. So that's what it is right there. You already got the doggone recipe. Let's keep cooking that let's keep cooking that soup, fellas. Keep cooking the soup.
Cook it up.
Cook it up,
Cook it up, guys.
Add a little more hot peppers to it.
Yeah, add it. Get it done.
Let's go.
Because you did it when Miami had the push.
Yeah.
To go over. And you won the game. If you can do it when they're shooting 10 more free throws than you, and you how much was the winning margin?
Oh, it was 116-99.
17 points. And they gave them 10 more free throws, and you still beat them by 17 points at home.
Yeah.
Well, as we talked about with Bill Russell and Michael Jordan, you don't take any prisoners. You play through the hits, and you keep coming back and going at them until they wear down. Even when they hit you, they expect you to give up. You keep going at them, they start wondering what they got to do in order to win.
I'm going to tell you one thing they need to take from Miami's playbook is you put your foot on their neck and you keep on scoring when you're in the lead. You do not give up. You do not slow down. Don't think because you've got 10 points or 15 points that you're good. You're never good until the last sounding of the doggone horn goes out. Come on, man.
That's just mean, man. Just mean. Putting the foot on the neck, just stepping on it with both feet. Just don't put one foot on it. Hold yourself onto something and put the other foot on it too. You get 2 feet on the neck. That's just mean. Well, what can we say? It's playoff basketball, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans everywhere. So this is what we're looking at. I want to go over some of the stats. Now, me and Mr. James already went over this. The Celtics, where are they lacking? We have stats here for the regular season and for the playoffs. And everybody has gone down precipitously for the Celtics as far as from the regular season stats to the playoff season stats. I'll give you an example. Jaylen Brown points per game has gone from 26.6 to 22.8. Almost 4. Field goal percentage. Actually, he's shooting higher. Shooting higher in 3 points, but his rebounds have gone down 6.9, which is actually 7, to 5.4. and his assists have gone down. Jason Tatum has gone from 30 points a game to 28 points a game, so he's down 2 points. Field goal percentage is the same, 46%. 3-point is still 35%. Rebounds per game has gone up. He's gone up in playoffs. So he is stepping up his game. Jason Tatum is stepping up his game and trying to make things happen. And his assists have gone up. He's actually 5 assists per game as opposed to 4 assists per game. So, but you wouldn't even want to hear some of the rest of this. I'll give you an example. Al Horford, 9 points a game in the playoffs, 6 points a game. Field goal percentage, 47 per game, down to 38 per game. We can just stop right there because the rest of the Celtics are much like Al Horford. They've gone a drastic drop from the regular season to the playoffs. And this is affecting the team. But we do see something. What is it that we notice when Tatum plays?
When he plays, everybody else gets in the groove. It's like you're making that trailblazing.
That's right. When Tatum actually lifts his game up and takes over, the rest of the team lifts their game up. So Tatum has to take his cue. This is it. You're it, buddy.
One thing we still have to recognize is the playoffs is different from the regular season.
Yes.
Regular season, you got 70 plus games going regular season. So it's like you always got another game. Look at the Lakers. That started with terrible. The Warriors started terrible, still made it to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So during the regular season, you got a lot of room for error. So a lot of room for error gives the team that's playing well that night a chance to score high percentages. But when you get to the playoffs, you got 7 games. Now, if you don't get it done in 4, you're out the door.
Just ask the 76ers. Just ask the Atlanta Hawks. Just ask the Los Angeles Fakers.
Go down to the golf course and talk to Curry.
Yeah. And Rob Pelinka, the Lakers GM, did a heck of a job. Let's not forget that. They shouldn't even have made the playoffs.
Nope.
If he didn't go out there and real and deal, change the whole complexion of the team. Anthony Davis was out hurt. They finally got him back. LeBron was out hurt. They finally got him back. And then Austin Reeves just came out of nowhere. Then you have Lonnie Walker saving them in games. You have Rui Hachimura saving them in games. You have Troy Brown saving them in games. These guys were not on this team at the beginning of the season. So Rob Pelinka should get the GM of the year. And I don't even like the Lakers, and I'm going to tell you that. He should get the GM of the year, Austin Reeves. Okay? First beginning of the season, he looked like he was a guy going around in a turnstile. He didn't know which way he wanted to go, in or out. At the end of the season, he was playing well. They stuck it to him. Jarrett Vanderbilt, not even a thought before the beginning of the season. At the end of the season, he had anchored himself in there. Had a bad playoff, but let's face it, without him there, they don't get into the playoffs. So Pelinka did a heck of a job. I got to give it to him. And I don't even like the Lakers. I hate them. This is the next thing that's going to happen right there. Now that we're leading into it, there you go. Look at that face. Look how happy he is as a Laker. He looks like he's in the place that he wants to be.
Oh, God.
And for me, I would like to see Kyrie as a Laker. I really would. I would like to see him go there and see what happens. I don't think they're going to win it.
Listen, if Kyrie goes there, LeBron steps his game up defensively and humbles himself to not bringing the ball up every possession. That can be a turned around organization.
And that's it in a nutshell. Because what I just said is that if Kyrie goes there, I don't see them winning. I mean, I see them winning, get to the playoffs, but I don't see them winning. Know why? Because LeBron still wants to do what he's doing. But if Kyrie goes there and LeBron lets him bring up the ball, okay, you got a powerhouse squad then. If LeBron goes down on the blocks and start playing that game that he should be playing, making his presence felt down there instead of hunting for stats, you have a team. I would be scared of that team.
How many championships does Kyrie have?
Just one. Just one.
So that would be a good handoff that LeBron can give to him. Come here and win one more before I leave.
I don't see. Do you think the stat man is going to do that? Do you think the stat man would?
I'm just saying.
And that's been the question for the past 10 years with LeBron. We all know what you can do at this point guard, position. But do you really want to win bad enough to go down there? He's been avoiding this, and people have been avoiding that. There he is. You've been avoiding it, man. I'm of the opinion that if you had went down there 10 years ago, you'd have 5 more championships. If Kyrie Irving comes to LA and you let Kyrie bring that ball up like he's supposed to, woo!
Untouchable.
Basically, yeah. Because Kyrie will have the ball in his hands, and Kyrie doesn't mind passing. He's not a guy who, maybe earlier in his career he was, but now he is a willing passer. He would bring the ball up and find a way to dump it into you and get it in there.
And he's a great passer.
He's a great passer. He's improved as the years have gone on. He's really a great passer. He's more of a teammate now. I know they talk about his headspace, but I think if he's in that enclosure with LeBron and AD, I think he'll be okay. Actually, he'll feel like, he's with his peers. I don't think he'll ever really fit in, but he'll fit in better than he did in other places.
And you know what? A lot of teams don't have guys that fit in. All you got to do is work on the court. Just go to work. We didn't fit in. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is when it's time to put the work in, just put it in.
I don't know. I love my teammates. I play with people.
Whatever.
If you ain't got that chemistry, man, you kind of looking at the person like.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about Clay's moments on the court when he didn't like his teammates.
Right. And yeah, that's another thing here. I'm feeling hot.
I bet you are.
A little bit of heat coming up in this joint here. A lot of things
were airborne back in the days.
Yeah. Well,
we'll be free.
I still had hair rubbing my head. The dealio is this. Listen, I wish everybody well. Kyrie, LeBron, AD, even if they play for the Lakers, I wish them well. I would like to see Kyrie go to LA. So I think that will work out well for him. And to me, it's the same thing that always happens whenever LeBron James gets paired with a good guard. Is he going to allow that guard to bring the ball up? Because if he does, that's championship. And if he doesn't, he'll go just as far as he usually goes, which is the finals of the whatever conference he's in, or the finals of the NBA championship. But I really don't expect him to win unless that guy bails him out again. As I've mentioned, Mario Chalmers bailed him out the first time. Ray Allen bailed him out the second time in Miami. Kyrie Irving bailed him out there in Cleveland with the big shot. There has to be somebody who hits the big shot. Why not just give him the darn ball in the first place so you're not put in that position? Okay? Mario Chalmers should have been bringing up the darn ball. Ray Allen, not so much, but he's just a great shooter. And Kyrie Irving, and if you get Kyrie Irving back, okay, listen, dude, don't blow it.
I haven't heard, but I don't think Kyrie's looking to play much longer. If he trades one more time, I don't think he looks to play. So this could be his last stop.
I think 3 or 4 more years at the most for Kyrie. He doesn't have that drive. He's got his money. He's
got a lot going on for him, and he's really not interested in a whole bunch more basketball right now.
Yeah, basketball is draining on him. It works on him. It's a tough grind. So anybody who's out there playing it, our hats are off to you. No matter what we say, believe me, okay? Whatever team you play for, Dallas, Lakers, Golden State, Draymond Green, still, my hat goes out to you. Really, guys, you know what? That's like the emotional part of like, okay, I wish you were on my team or something like that. But other than that, listen, it's really what you're doing is at that level. And we recognize it. No matter what we say, we want you to know that. All right, Mr. James. You got anything else that we going with here?
That's it, buddy Rowe.
What's your predictions for tonight?
Celtics, go Celtics, go
Will the
Celtics.
Celtics win in the Boston Garden for the first time in this series?
The Garden is going to be so loud that they have nothing but
gosh.
motivation to push them over the hill.
Man,
All
if
they
these guys
gotta
win
do-
tonight, hey, everybody, the Boston Red Sox came back from a 3-0 deficit against the New York Yankees, their most hated rivals. And even though the Heat aren't our most hated rivals, the Lakers are, the Heat are the second ones in back there, okay? Because they've been sticking it to the Celtics for the past 10 to 20 years. They've been making their mark. And if they came back against the Heat, the people in Miami, they would never live this down. That's even better than the Celtics winning, is what would happen to the people of Miami if Miami Heat lost 3 in a row and the Celtics took the series.
Don't let us win one more game.
Yeah, don't let them win a second game.
Don't let them win one more game.
Don't let them win a second. Don't let Boston
Miami
win a second game. I feel bad for you if you let Boston win this one, Miami. It's going to go.
Confidence is back up. All we got to do is play, fellas. That's it.
You let them win this game, it's over.
See.
No matter how you look at it, whoever wins this game is probably going to win the series. Especially if it's Miami that wins tonight. It's easy to say. All right, with that, this was a quick edition of NBA Thursday, the playoffs. Listen, fantastic. We're glad to have you. Thanks for all the increase that we've been getting, the amount of people that have been watching. Thank you very much. Thank you for any of the comments you've been leaving. As always, like and subscribe. And the reason why you watch this is because, listen, we do all this without cursing. No cursing, no swearing, no anything. We give you straight, fun, fact-filled sports with guys who have been around for a while, who have seen more than just LeBron James play. So we have a perspective. And with that, I'm Clay Morris. That is
Erick K. James.
We'll hit you with a little bit of music on the way out here. Saying that. And go Celtics. Do we have any green Celtics thing? How about Go Celtics. Whoever wins this game will probably win the series. How you like that announcement? I think that's a fairly good one. We're out of here.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.